What's up, guys and gals? My name is Splattercat, and we are here at the Nerd Castle with another episode of Shadowrun Dragonfall. In the previous episode, we had gone and fiddled around a little bit with some of this room right here. There's a bunch of treasure, and so we were fighting a bunch of anti-metahuman racists, the Humanist group. And so after, we haven't fought anybody yet, which is making me feel a little bit nervous. Like, the second that I try and leave with the information that we just stole from them, my guess is that they're gonna walk in and be like, hey, what's up, man? What are you holding right there? And I'll be like, oh, nothing, it's just my notes. It's my notes on what I want to have for lunch, and I'm just gonna kind of try and like blow it off, and it's probably not gonna work. There's also a couple doors in this room. Now, we had already gotten all the things that we need right now in order to complete our mission properly, and that leaves us in the interesting position of bailing out right now or going in further to see if there's more treasure, and it's not really that interesting of a decision. I'm totally just gonna go see if there's more treasure. Why not? We don't have drone control 4. I should probably start working on drones with my... Well, I don't know if he's actually... If Blitz is gonna be able to get drones later on. He may not be able to. That may be one of those things we have to hire on a mercenary for. This room appears to be clear. Why is that desk chair in the middle of the room? That's a really odd place for a desk chair. I'm just saying, like, the center of the room is not where I would place a chair. It's just kind of exposed. It's right in the middle. There's walls that are too far away from it. It doesn't feel symmetrical to me. It just feels weird. It feels odd. Very Unfeng Shui. Or Feng Shui, as some people like to call it. What is this? Hold on, did I already look at this? What is this? Tell me what you are. Oh, yes, that was the pamphlet cabinet that was full of all kinds of racist stuff. Or speciesist stuff. I don't know if you're a meta, do you count as do you count as a different species? Or are you still human? Like, it's a little confusing to me. Once you mutate, do you differentiate? What is this? The Humanist Club fills the majority of the screen on the panel. A welcome message written in cartoonishly aggressive font appears below. Enter door code. What was the door code for here? I don't even remember. It's been a day or two. Let me go through and see if maybe we can track down any other door code. Let's see here. It's pride. Okay, so let's see if we can get on in here. And there it is. Let's, like, cross your fingers. I don't know. We could walk into a room bristling with guns and enemies. Oh, never mind. Maybe we'll find some more treasure. What's this over here? Operation False Flag Planning Report. A stocky man in a military surplus jacket enters the room. He's flanked on either side by a pair of young women. Their faces are masked by white kerchiefs, and each of them carries an unholstered pistol. Lower your weapons, girls. We have a guest. The soldiers exchange glances, then lower their sidearms. They look at you, their stares are full of hatred and bile. There, that's better. His lips curl into a mirthless smile. I've shown you hospitality, elf. Now it's time for you to return the favor. So tell me, why are you here? I'm here with the smugglers. We brought your shipment and we're waiting to be paid. Oh, don't you worry, your friends are already being taken care of. His smile widens. Trust me, they'll get everything that's coming to them. Is that supposed to be scary? Because I'm not impressed. Patience, Dandelion Eater. By this time tomorrow, you'll be plenty impressed. I guarantee it. Well, we can say whatever you have planned, we're going to stop it. Or we can go insult me again, I'll break you in two. There's a lot of cargo moving through here. Planning something big, Volker? He offers you a broad smile. It's going to be glorious, elf. That gas that you hauled in for us, it's going to prove every word that we've been saying. The trogs, the halfers, the goddamn dandelion eaters. One whiff of this stuff and they're going to tear each other apart. Then they'll spill into the good human neighborhoods where we'll be waiting to stop them. Just wait and watch, mongrel. Stahl gives you a broad grin. It'll be a bloodbath. Well, we can say that it's sick, and they're going to gas a bunch of metas. Or we can say that there's going to be a bloodbath, but they gave us orders not to kill Volker Stahl. We can also say you're going to drive a bunch of... Let's go for the bottom option. This is sick. You really think that gassing a bunch of metas is going to make people think that you're a hero? We are heroes, Dandelion Eater. We're protecting our race when nobody else will. Stahl gives you a derisive sneer. I don't expect you to understand. When we bring the world to our way of thinking, mongrels like you will be the first up against the wall. So we can say, why are we can ask him why he's telling us this. We can say that's it and we can get violent. Or we can say we know where you're keeping the gas, Volker. I'm going to put a stop to this. Now, I think he might be a double agent. He might be an informant. Because they told us not to kill him off. Although it's a little bit strange that, I don't know, maybe informancy works a little bit differently in the world of Shadowrun. But anyways, why are you telling me all this? You must know that I'm going to try and stop you. Oh, I was just buying time and waiting for my soldiers to arrive. The sounds of hurried footsteps echo down the hallway behind you. The Humanist leader smiles, and as luck would have it, here they come now. Your time has come, fool. He turns to the group that just entered the room. Kill them. We'll go quickness forward attack first. Hopefully he runs away, or gives us some option not to kill him. I don't know. We had to uncover a Humanist plot, which looks like we completed it by coming in here. And so that makes me think that maybe he's going to run away once we wound him up a little bit. I'm in the front right now, which makes me really, really nervous about all of these guys who are about to unload on me. Iger is also up here, so let's maybe think about hasting somebody. This is also a prime opportunity for an AoE. An AoE, as I like to call them when they're pleasantly placed. I could. That costs 2. I was hoping that would cost 1, and then I would plant it over here. We would all attack and then run into the smoke cloud, but that's not going to work either. I guess we'll go with a haste on Iger, I suppose, since she's at point blank with a shoddy. I don't know. Maybe that'll work out. I feel like I'm front and center for an ass kicking right now, though. I'll have Glory run up with the finger claws. And what ability is she using right now? She is using a basic swipe. Well, since Iger's in the way, she's going to have to go to the right. It's unfortunate that the RNG of the character placement forced us into this situation. Let's go for, what can she do here? She's got an aim shot. We're already maxed out, so let's go for the sure thing on him. Okay, so we've already killed one guy. That's a good thing for us. We wanted to limit the amount of damage we're going to take here. Part of me also wants to take a shot over to this side to maybe see if we can get some spread fire and hit 2 people. After a certain range, when you're using the shotgun, it turns into an AoE, so always things to consider. I'm going to have her do the bleeding damage on this guy. Oh, he also loses AP. That's funsies. And then with Blitz, we'll open up on that guy. Wow, that was absolutely awful, Blitz. I'm not even sure how to address you right now. That was pretty miserable. If we get down to it... Oh, there's a decking spot right there, too. Well, if we get down to it, we could run for it this way, but there's a bunch of turrets. If it comes down to it, I'll kill Volker Stahl. I don't care. I'll kill Volker Stahl if I have to. If my back's up against a wall, we will do what is necessary. Let me put some damage on this guy. There it is. And so he should be bleeding out now. Hemorrhaging for 2 rounds. Let's move over to here and take that guy now. Just bleed up as many people as we can. And then maybe try and finish this off. I don't know if the AoE will hit my guys, so I don't want to risk it. You are just doing terribly today, my friend. You must be flying right now because honestly, you are just... You can't shoot straight with shit. It's ugly. It's real, real ugly. Luckily, I'm faster than the enemy, so they appear to have lost their numerical advantage pretty soundly. Volker Stahl looks like he's going to run away. That's fine. We can let Volker Stahl go. I'm going to hole up in this room and see if I can deck this out right here. Let's go ahead and allow her to finish. There it is. And we will take positions. Let's get everybody into defensive positions. I don't know where the best place to put her is going to be. Maybe just spread people out so we can't catch a grenade. I mean, we could probably still catch a grenade if they throw it to the middle of the table right there, would be my guess. And then we'll use his other AP to reload. We will use her AP to reload, and she can also probably... Actually, no, let's take some sniper shots. So number 1 is missed, and number 2 has landed for 16 damage, and that's fine. Perfectly acceptable. I'll also throw out a... Yeah, let's throw out an acid bolt with a 66% chance. We're not... Okay, so he has escaped. So that's fine. So now we're in the position where we can start getting him back into the... I didn't know if maybe Volker Stahl was going to turn around and open fire on us. So I'm going to have him jump in here. I bet this is probably going to disable all the turrets and things and maybe get us some nice juicy data as well. We'll get him going. He's rocking the ESP. Alright, so let's go. With 3-toe, I think I'm going to go for... Oh, I forgot to give her adrenal pump. I'm being a noob right now. Well, I suppose we'll go with... I don't know if the quickness thing is going to help him out. Like, if we put that on him, maybe he'll have 4 AP when he's inside the Matrix. I don't know if that's going to be how it's going to play out. Let's get her the pistola. I don't know how close these guys are going to try and get. My guess is because he's rocking a pistol and he's rocking a shotgun, they're probably going to try and rock a lot closer to us. They're going to be like an excessively aggressive rocking chair, also with fangs. Take a shot. Ooh, we actually made the shot. I'm okay with that. She's got 3 AP with a 76. Let's go ahead and do an aim shot on him. 91, we managed to do enough. And he's now down, so we got rid of the dangerous guy, the one that could potentially really, really hurt us if he gets close. Pistols don't scare me. It's just one of those little things that pistols have never worried me at all in this game. Take a shot, but unfortunately we are going to miss. And there goes that nade that I was concerned about. Damn, it still managed to hit me. Alright, well, we're going to allow Blitz to do their thing, although the alarm level is already pretty high. Like, our preliminary alarm level is insanely high right now. Let's go ahead and throw out our ESP. We gotta work fast, though. We could end up with black ice if we don't play this properly, and there's a lot of directions we can move around to. That's very, very bad. So I'm gonna say that I'm gonna go to the right, I guess. Let's run a suppression, maybe? I doubt that that's really going to help as much as I think it's going to help. But it's worth a try. So there's the security cameras right there. We'll go ahead and move the attack ESP into position. That's going to shoot and miss. And that's going to leave us with another turn to do our thing. The security cameras aren't really what I'm that concerned about. I think I would rather roll out on other things. So I'm going to spread out to look for the most pertinent things that need to be handled. I don't know what's down this way, but something looks interesting. So I'm going to duck him into cover, and we'll start melting some ice. So there's 50 off. Seems to have done okay. Ooh, bad RNG right there. Really bad RNG. Let's see if we can't do a Spirit of the Bear here to get everybody. We can. And so everybody is looking much better now. I will throw out an acid bolt on him, I guess. So there's 20 damage. That was a really good hit. So now that he's melting away like the Wicked Witch, let's throw in a reload. I thought that was her making that noise. I was like, that was a I mean, if it was going to come from anybody, it was a manly sounding noise. But if it was going to come from anybody, it would be Iger. And so now we have to worry about a lot of things. Let's heal ourselves first and foremost. And then our goal right now is going to be to at least melt some of this ice before we go any further. Attack program's going to keep working over here. Worst case scenario, we can bail out and we can run away. He's got the bomb. We're not going to play that just yet. We're just going to have him get into a little shootout over here. Hopefully we aren't infected by any more bad RNG. I want to go with a... Let's erode this guy, maybe. Let's erode him. There it is. So I don't know if that's going to kill him on the next round, but it should get him close. We'll also soften this guy up. Let's get our attack program back. I'm going to have him fall back. I don't know if these things can follow me through these gates. They may be able to, but they've got a limited amount of AP anyway, so I was just using it for exploratory purposes. Ooh, really bad RNG. Damn, they are making long shots right here. So what we're going to do now, I can gamble. So I can try... Oh, that's the armory door? We don't even need that. Damn, let's get the hell out of here then. I'm wasting time. And I'm loath to run into another situation where I might get shot. Let me see if my idea works here. Oh, that's got a really long cooldown, so I may want to get the next ability up. That's sad how actually terrible that is. Alright, well I guess we're hanging out. I'll have her do Adrenal Pump. What I'm interested in is shutting down all those turrets, which are undoubtedly right now wheeling about looking for me. Let's go for a heal, because we are pretty wounded. That leaves us with 2 AP. Let's send in the attack drone first, and we'll see what's this way. Turret 1 and turret 2, so yeah, there they are. Ultimately, this isn't that huge of a concern. I can take the turrets. We're almost at perfect health anyways. But just in case, it never hurts to be prepared. I'm going to have him step in, and we'll throw an erosion out on him. But we managed to miss. So I don't know what it is about our amigo today, but he is just not playing up to the A game that I expect. God. This is why I usually play Decker, because the ones that the game tends to give you are absolutely terrible. Well, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I think we're going to have to deck out. We're not going to be able to make this one. Whatever ice they're running is way stronger than what we're up against, so let's just get the hell out of here. He just sucks too much ass to get this done properly, which is disappointing, because this is why. This is why I always play a Decker, because the game never seems to give you a good enough Decker. It's disappointing that the developers have decided to make the exact same mistake that they made in the first game by giving you just absolutely shit Deckers over and over and over again. I don't know what it is about terrible Deckers being, like, the samurais they give you are always good. Some of the other characters they always give you are pretty good. The mages are always really good, but the Deckers they give you are always absolutely just shit terrible. So I apologize if I seem like I'm on a little bit of a rant right now, but as somebody that plays a Decker, it's disappointing to me that I'm punished for not playing a Decker. Like, everything they give you is always good, except for the Deckers. In the first Shadowrun Returns, all of the Deckers they gave you, just miserable, absolutely awful. And I'm in an even worse situation now because I can't upgrade him. He upgrades himself. So I'm in like this really kind of irritating position where I've got a terrible character and there's nothing I can do about it. Let's wait a turn because there's a turret in there. Although realistically we could just like make a run for it and not give a damn. Oh, there's a bunch of dudes in here. Alright, well, they always, why would you even place these? Those are in such a terrible position that I don't even understand why you would even bother placing these in this room. Nobody's going to be able to use it except for the enemy. Like, kind of disappointing there. Again, a lot of things to bitch about with the layout of this dungeon. Let's give the enemy all of the advantages. I'm going to attack through this room, since it seems a wee bit safer. Because haste is back up, I'm going to allow Iger to have it. And we're going to use that one to pull her back and out, because there's a lot more guys in that room than I expected. Long shot right there from the mage, which came up a miss. And then he buffed his own aim capacity, and that's the only move we're going to see during that turn, interestingly. Okay. Well, I would prefer to sit Iger back here and have her snipe. So that's, I think, what I will do. With a 99% chance, we're going to take this shot over there. And we'll bring the mage down and into this room to make sure that he's nice and safe. On this front, there's not a whole lot of things. Overwatched. Okay. Well, apparently the enemy all has Overwatch now, but I don't. Which is another one of those fun features of the AI getting to decide who gets upgraded. I think... Can you tell that I'm spiteful about the fact that I don't get to assign all my points? That was such a giant disappointment to me once I found it out that I was just like, this is lame as hell. That I can't upgrade my own team. Because now I've got a bunch of shit teammates. That's what it comes down to, is the enemy... I'm gonna get off my soapbox right now. I don't know what I should be doing with Blitz right now. But we do need to take this room before anything gets a little bit more chaotic. He looks like he's got a baseball bat or something. So since he's terrible at shooting, we may put him up close. Just like feed him to the enemy maybe. over here. And I'm going to need to heal somebody. Throw it on Blitz since we can use one of her medkits in a future turn. He's not at point blank range, otherwise I'd start clawing him. I'm going to have Iger handle the mage. So the mage is now down. The turret doesn't appear to be activated, so maybe those are turrets that can't even fight me. Like, those may be turrets that are only set up for the purpose of... I'm trying to figure out if I can get a line of sight over here, but I don't think I can. She's got 2 AP, but I need this guy out of the way. So let's go point blank on him, I guess. I'll go for an aim shot right here. And a burst shot to make sure he's out of the way. And then we'll just kind of weather the storm on the next turn. I'm ultimately not super interested in getting myself into a situation where they can hit me with multiple AoEs. But we'll see what we can do here. Let's move Blitz around for a second. Maybe swap him over to these boxes. I still have no idea what the function of the security cameras is, by the way. It says that they exist and they're like a thing, but I'm not too sure how they're affecting anything. Put him in the middle of one of these casting nodes. Ley lines. And instead of running her in point blank on enemies who are probably... She's low on health. If she was at full health, I'd run in and just start slashing stuff right now. But instead, I think I'm going to play the more safe route, and... Sounds like something you might find in a forest if you were starving, a safe route. A route that you could eat that was safe. Because everything's poisonous where I live. Basically, nature is out to kill you. Don't eat anything. Is the general rule of survival where I'm at. Spread the damage around. If I had known, I would have shot the guy in the back twice. So he's going to run a medkit on himself and then take one freebie shot, which is going to miss. That guy's going to get a freebie hit. Maybe a couple. Oh, maybe not. I could be wrong. I'm going to swap over to the big ley line right here. And maybe see if I can throw some acid on him. Yeah, there it is. Doesn't seem like a very nice thing to do, but whatever. We're not here to be nice. We're here to kill and to slaughter and to put the blood of our humanist foes all over the walls. We will end the turn, and from here, let's get our reloads done. So we're going to take a turn out, and I'm sort of worried that our getaway car out front is like being destroyed at this moment. It is something that I am slightly terrified of. There it is, and so everybody's reloaded. We will run her adrenal pump one more time. With 3-toe, we're going to take that and throw haste on Iger. Although it probably would have been like more intelligent to do that in the next turn. But anyways, let's have everybody advance. We'll make use of the AP while we have it. Lucky bullet right there. Magic JFK shot. And so, let's go... The sniper rifle accuracy is so weird because that is such a long way away, and yet you still have like huge penalties, like a 75%. If I stepped back to here, I bet it would be 90 something, but that means you've got to be like multiple screens away to even use the weapon. Weird design choice. Like, this seems like enough range given how small most of the battlefields are, but anyways, it works the way it's supposed to, so whatever. I feel like this is like bitching the episode. But there's like so many things that were a problem in Shadowrun Returns that were not like remedied in the DLC. Take a shot. That, and I'm a control freak, so deep down the only thing that I want to do all day every day is manage my team myself and like assign all their points. Because if I was assigning the points right now, he would have won that last fight, I can guarantee it. He's now downed. I don't know how we deal with that. I don't know if maybe we have to use a Boomona to, like, hit on him. This guy is apparently, like, the greatest shooter on Earth and has made more lucky shots than anybody I know. And yet at the same time, we still can't shoot him with any manner of accuracy. Go for a lucky shot here, maybe. There's no cover in this hallway. This hallway is just a kill zone. It's absolutely awful. Let's go for a little bit of Zablides over here. So he's going to run away now that he doesn't have any other options. I'm going to position her right here to act as a field medic. Have Iger hold the perimeter along with 3-Toe. Because of her extra AP, she can now run the Boomona on... which should get him. I don't really know how that works. They've changed the way it works in between games, I think. Anyways, let's shoot our shots right here. Give her Overwatch just in case. The new turn. Oh, it takes an entire turn. Okay, so that's how it runs. I think I'm going to break this off right here. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me in the Nerd Castle for another episode of Shadowrun Dragonfall. I feel like this one was a little complainy, and so I apologize. But anyways, just like multiple things that irked me in this episode. So I'll try and bring it back with force and verve and aplomba and everything else, positivity, in the next episode. Take care out there, everybody, and I'll see you next time.